fast promoters.
No, of course.
I'm kidding.
But
I was in a locker room. I was
in
at the
terms of-
inspection, and you can see the sign. It's very transparent. You see exactly the place where the shield hit the body, and it's far below the belt, unfortunately.
Alex, may I just add to your comment that there is an axiom: the winner takes all, and of course it's another axiom that the losing party always looks for excuses. Yes.
Yeah, I agree, but again,
It was funny that
we need to
Frank Warren did that.
It's more the implication of.
again, we need to support. We need to
Alex.
support.
It's more the implication that he's saying that he's been doing this historically, cheating or trying to gain an advantage, like dark arts. Of
Yeah,
the
but
sport.
why do I have to comment his implication on someone doing something?
This
I
is
mean,
your fight. Of that.
no, I mean, but why should I have to comment? Don't charge
Can we,
words. I mean,
can we finish
excuse
this
me,
low
excuse
blow?
me.
Hello.
Can I please continue with my interviews? Thank you. I mean, I don't need actually to comment on this because any man can say whatever he thinks. And we don't need actually to comment on everything someone thinks is legal or illegal. We have a different point of view. And let they comment on this point of view when you have all the evidences.
So, what did you think of Hrgović's performance earlier this month? Obviously, that he's the IBF -3. So, what did you think of his performance?
Well, let's say he won.
So, if the Fury fight doesn't happen, obviously they said Hrgović next,
There is
but-
no other. If you want to stay with IBF belt, you have to comply with the rules and go with the mandatory.
And he hasn't fought. This is his first fight in a year. Would you like him to be more active? Is that more real? Is that realistic?
More active for Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk. Is that realistic?
You know,
or is it?
it's not it's not our fault that the fight in February, March, and then April did not take place. He was in the camp from the middle of December until April. He was not like enjoying swimming in the pool for fun, basing in the sea. Thank you very much for not interrupting me. He was working hard,
Talking about this low blow.
working hard, and this work did not end with anything. What it expected to end with. I mean, with a fight. It means that it's exhausting.
Yeah.
And it's even more exhausting than you fight. And that's a problem. This guy has to fight more often.
Last one. How many more? Obviously, he's tired. He's got a lot of miles. He's got a lot of miles on his body. How many more times would you like Usyk to fight before you say, okay, maybe now's a good?
Don't ask me this question.
Huh?
No. He's the fighter. He's the boss. He's the one to decide how many fights he won. 5, 1, 0. It's up to him.
Be fine with any
I mean,
decision he makes?
I will. I'm his promoter. I'm not the owner of Usyk.
Yeah, but you have an interest in him.
I have an
well-being,
interest in him, like every normal promoter has interest in an extremely talented fighter. And it's not even like just interest; it's more an inspiration to work with such an outstanding personality like he is.
Perfect. Thank you.
Alex Khan here for Seconds Out with Alex Krassyuk. Alex, look, a lot of controversy. Can you just address the controversy, whether it was or wasn't a low blow?
What do you mean a lot of controversy? For what? For the low blow? Okay, let me do it again. Dun 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 dun. Do we see it?
Can I see that?
Do we need to talk on it anymore? Just take a look.
It does look on the look. There is another angle that shows a different point of view, which also looks.
I mean, do we see the fist, the glove, and the belt? Do you like my Photoshop? It's a real one. I mean, we are not arguing. Why should we argue about legal or illegal? It was an absolutely dominating performance. He won exactly every single round, and including the one that's now under discussion for so long. He won, purely won, and then he knocked the guy out. What can be? What else can we add to this?
There was some illusions about Daniel Dubois' behaviour as a fighter. Do you think he did that intentionally? Do you believe him to be a dirty fighter?
Before the fight, I did not talk to him, but I read on the media that that was like their plan to act dirty. Did you read it?
No, I didn't.
Didn't see that at all, no.
No?
Where was that written?
No?
I saw things to say, rough him up and hit arms,
No. I'm just asking. Did you see it?
I can't say I did.
Would they disclose it before the fight? Probably no. I
Do
agree.
you think it was a dirty performance? I didn't see any headbutting or anything.
No. Listen, the dirty performance means that you don't care about what's happening. But if you have a plan to win, because you have some kind of strategy
Yeah.
to use this as a leverage for, and then after using this to, to develop your success, let's say success, then this is a strategy. But how can we now say that was it a strategy or no? We can just say what we saw, and we saw several low blows.
There were several.
Yeah, there were several.
Alex, are you surprised at the reaction to Frank Warren after the fight? He was getting the replays up on the screen and saying he's going to put an appeal in. Are you surprised? Are you surprised from Frank's reaction?
Why should I? I mean, he's the promoter of Daniel Dubois. He has to take each and every effort to support him and to defend him. And if there is a chance, he probably has to use it. So he's acting like a promoter, because promoter is like a lawyer, like an attorney to a fighter. He has to defend him. So it's normal. I mean, we're not disputing. We are not. It's not personal. He's doing his job.
Can you clarify what was said at the rules meeting in terms of where the short should be, where the belt line was and wasn't?
I would love to, but I normally don't visit rules meeting. The last meeting I visit was like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. But I still keep everything in mind because I've been visiting them for, I don't know, like 10, 12 years. The low blows are not discussed at the rules meeting. The punishment for illegal blows is discussed. And there are different kind of illegal blows. And the low blow is one of them.
Are you confident that a fight with Tyson Fury happens?
Excuse me, I didn't...
Eddie Hearn's probably going to push Hrgovic for the mandatory next. I'm not sure how long you're going to have to make that decision or how long you're going to be given. Fury doesn't fight for another 2 months yet, so what is the plan?
Let's see what happens. The plan is to go for a big fight. If the big fight doesn't happen, then we have to comply with the rules.
Are you confident a fight with Tyson Fury does happen now?
I would love to. Trust me, I would love to be confident that this fight is happening now. But he has one real fight to go.
Why aren't you confident?
Anything may happen. This is heavyweight division. One punch can decide everything.
But in terms of the talks, the actual contractual talks, I know, look, you said before that you don't believe it's a real fight. So putting that aside, contractually getting the fight over the line behind the scenes, are you confident it does happen between the two parties who've had fraught discussions in the past?
I mean, it's not how you say it, performance. The fight, when the fight is not real, how you say it? When you exhibition, right? Sorry for that. It's like 3 o'clock at night. It's not an exhibition fight, it's a real one. It means then if it's a real fight, the guy can throw hard punches and can knock his opponent out. Anything may happen.
Alex, if the fight happens in the UK and the Saudis can't get it over the line, is that going to make it difficult for you considering the split that Tyson will want? Because he was talking 70-30 last time with Usyk, just putting on a dominating performance against Dubois. Is this going to be an issue coming to the table and saying, look, this is the terms we want? Because you've been down this road before, haven't you?
Listen, the first And the only time when Tyson Fury was talking about the split of 70-30 was when he wanted to look good 8 hours before the deadline of WBA, when he was browsing for some stuff in the shopping mall, and he made a video on his Instagram. He posted the video. That was the only time I heard about 70-30 split.